Hello, it's Philip Taylor speaking from Richmond Green Chambers, and today I'm looking at a book from Bloomsbury Professional. It's slightly out of the normal book that I would be looking at, but it's a very interesting one because of the work that I do, certainly in insolvency law. The book is called Corporate Insolvency and Rescue, now in a second edition. It's been written by Irene, Lynch, Fannon and Gerard Nicholas Murphy. It's actually a book about Irish law, just in case you're aware. That's the book there, the front, and there's the side. As I say, it's a second edition. You can see the nice little Bloomsbury logo there. It's a heavy book, runs to 700 odd pages long. That's the index, gives you an idea of what's in the index itself. Chapter headings are similar to what you'd expect from Bloomsbury, slightly different typeface than normal, but you've got the paragraph numbering which you can see at the sides, which is very helpful to actually find things quite quickly, and of course you've got at the bottom footnotes and so forth. What you've got at the front is a very useful foreword from Francis Murphy, which sets out where we are in May 2012, and there's also a very useful preface which sets out where the law is at the moment, plus of course very detailed contents. It's a heavy book, as I say, and you can see just by looking at it, you can see very much that the law which has been developing in both Britain and Ireland is very similar in many ways. Let me say a little bit about the book, and do please look at the review in the journals and on the web. We've given it the title Expert Guidance for Cross-Border Insolvency Practitioners, primarily based in Ireland. And the reason that we say that is because this book is informative, lucid and authoritative. These were among the words of praise heaped on it when the first edition was published in 1996. This second edition deserves these tributes in equal measure, and in fact more so in our view. The authors, Professor Irene Lynch Fannon of the University College Cork, and Francis Murphy, who's a practitioner at the Cork Bar, are well practiced in untangling difficult problems in company law and corporate insolvency in Ireland. And I think it's very useful, and I can say this having had people who've come to my law centre with problems relating to issues in ERA, which I've been asked to comment on, and it's been very difficult because I have absolutely no real knowledge of it, but I do have an understanding of the basic principles, and I know where to put people, and this is a particularly important area for many. So bearing in mind the economic problems which have beset Ireland in recent years, the publication of this new up-to-date edition of Corporate Insolvency and Rescue is timely, especially as Irish law, which is a constantly developing area, differs in a number of ways from English law. Insolvency practitioners in general, those who specialise in cross-border matters in particular, will, we think, find the differences as well as the similarities fascinating. And as Lynch Fannon remarks in the preface, the economic crisis into which Ireland was plunged in 2008 led to a renewed interest in insolvency law generally, both that's personal and corporate, of course, insolvency, and a great deal of interest in the examinership process in particular. Now, we're aware that examinership is slightly different, they're using slightly different words, but we know it's basically the same way of trying to identify what is happening in a particular set of circumstances, hence the examination, as we used to call it here in England. I'm very grateful for this book because I think it's very helpful. It gives us an idea of where we are, certainly in terms of our nearest neighbour, and of course Ireland does rely very heavily on its relationship with the United Kingdom, notwithstanding all the differences over the years, and obviously economically it's something we have to watch. Therefore, let me say, and by thanking both the authors and Bloomsbury for the new edition, that Corporate Insolvency and Rescue is therefore a scholarly, informed and thoughtful source of guidance for anyone practicing in this complex area of law. So if you're in any way involved with cross-border insolvency, you'll find this book a mine of information and knowledge, because it offers some interesting perspectives, I think, particularly if you have clients with interests in or based in Ireland. Thank you to all concerned for an excellent new edition. Bye-bye.